On in the NBA because LeBron James will be at Fanatics Fest just up the road here in New York. With the big question being where he will play basketball next season. He has already said he is moving on from the Lakers, but on the list of potential next stops, Philadelphia, Cleveland, Miami, and of course the Bay Area as well. Speaking of, here was Steph and Steve Kerr on the LeBron sweepstakes.
You went on a podcast and you kind of like made a pitch, maybe to sway his direction, from what I've heard. What's the pitch?
Well, the Bay, we know how to win. It's beautiful weather, great golf. I know he's into that. But like you said, the USA experience that we had, the battles that we had over the years. We just know how to play basketball, and I think that he would enjoy, just the idea of what it means to finish your career the right way.
How you guys doing?
Good. Hey, we need to get LeBron, man.
But we need LeBron.
Oh,
we got him.
Okay, that's good. And
put that on Twitter.
Steve Kerr, put that on Twitter. Kendrick Perkins and Brian Windhorst join us now here on First Take. Wendy, you first. The Bay Area, they already got him, says Steve Kerr. Go ahead and put it on Twitter. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm sure that's the way the news is going to come out. Steve Kerr to stoplight. That's put it down. Let's all be out there on opening night. Why not, Perk? I'll see you there. Can't wait. I do not expect LeBron to announce where he's going today. I could be wrong. I'm not afraid of saying I don't know. Everyone's afraid of saying they don't know. I'm not afraid of saying I don't know. But I have a lot that I want to hear from LeBron today. And what I'm hoping is that I'll be able to better answer this question, Shay, after he has this discussion. Because what I don't understand, and it's very hard to handicap what LeBron might do, and I think the teams, I was in Vegas all week, and teams were coming up to me, teams that are in the LeBron sweepstakes, saying, what do you think he's going to do? They don't know. I promise you, for the most part, they don't know. And I think one of the things is because we don't know what LeBron wants. We know that he wants happiness, but it hasn't been defined. And so there's a certain level of happiness that playing alongside Steph Curry and Draymond Green absolutely delivers. And one of the things that I firmly believe, Perk, is that LeBron can fit with any team. His positional talents and ability to bend his game, he can fit with any team. The question I have that I'm hoping, and I think a lot of the league is hoping to get maybe a little bit of insight today, is what style does he want to play? Because last year, for example, he went in Los Angeles, he played alongside Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic, and he found a style that worked. He played on the wing. He did catch and shoot. He said, if I'm going to get my baskets, Perk, I'm going to go in transition. We saw him absolutely leading the break time after time last year. That's a way to play. And if you want to go play in Cleveland, for example, with James Harden and Donovan Mitchell, that's probably how you're going to play. Does he want to play that way? I have no doubt that he can play that way. If you're going to play with Golden State, you're going to play a different style. They don't play pick and roll basketball like he has played tens of thousands of times. They set Steph Curry up. You're going to play two-man game a little bit with Draymond Green, but it's going to be different. So there's this unquenchable desire for what he's going to do. What I'm more interested in is how he wants to play. And after I hear that, Shay, then I'll have a better idea maybe of being able to answer some of these questions that people have had for the last 2 weeks.
Listen, I did Game Over podcast yesterday with Rich Paul and Max Kellerman, and I kept poking at Rich. And to be honest with you, it's only two people in the world that knows what LeBron is going to do. That's LeBron and Savannah James. I don't even think Rich Paul knows at this point. I think he's actually waiting on Braun to tell him. And I believe that.
I am beyond excited to dive into the latest news surrounding LeBron James and his potential move to the Golden State Warriors. As a huge NBA fan, I have been following this story closely, and I must say, it's getting more intriguing by the day. The possibility of LeBron teaming up with Steph Curry and Draymond Green is a tantalizing one, to say the least. But, as we all know, the NBA is full of twists and turns, and nothing is ever certain until the ink is dry on the contract. As I sit here, pondering the possibilities, I find myself wondering what LeBron's thought process must be like. Is he considering the competitive balance of the league? Is he thinking about his legacy and how this move could impact it? Or is he simply looking for a change of scenery and a new challenge? These are all questions that I wish I had the answers to, but unfortunately, only LeBron and his inner circle know what's really going on. One thing that's certain, however, is that the Warriors are making a strong push to land LeBron. Steph Curry and Steve Kerr have both publicly expressed their desire to have him on the team, and it's clear that they believe he would be a great fit. But, as Wendy pointed out, the Warriors play a unique style of basketball that might not be the best fit for LeBron's skills. They don't play traditional pick-and-roll basketball, instead opting for a more free-flowing, perimeter-based attack. This could be an adjustment for LeBron, who has spent his entire career playing in a more traditional, post-based system. As I listen to Kendrick Perkins and Brian Windhorst discuss the possibilities, I find myself drawn into their debate. Perk is adamant that LeBron will end up in Cleveland, citing his loyalty to his hometown and his desire to bring a championship to the city. Wendy, on the other hand, is more skeptical, pointing out that LeBron has never said that this is his final year in the league. This, Wendy argues, opens up a whole range of possibilities, including a potential move to the Warriors. I have to say, I'm intrigued by Wendy's line of thinking. If LeBron is indeed considering his options, then the Warriors must be a tempting choice. The chance to play alongside Curry and Green, two of the greatest players of their generation, must be a tantalizing one. And, as Perk pointed out, the Warriors have a proven track record of success, having won multiple championships in recent years. But, as we all know, the NBA is a league of unpredictability. Just when you think you know what's going to happen, something unexpected comes along and throws everything off kilter. So, while the possibility of LeBron joining the Warriors is an exciting one, it's far from a certainty. And, as Wendy so astutely pointed out, until we hear it from LeBron himself, we're all just speculating. As I continue to ponder the possibilities, I find myself wondering what the future holds for LeBron James. Will he indeed join the Warriors, or will he opt for a different destination? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain, the NBA is about to get a whole lot more interesting. The debate surrounding LeBron's future is just beginning, and I, for one, can't wait to see how it all plays out. I think it's also worth considering the impact that LeBron's decision could have on the league as a whole. If he were to join the Warriors, it would undoubtedly create a super team, one that would be almost unbeatable. But, on the other hand, it could also lead to a level of competitive imbalance that would be detrimental to the league. The NBA is all about parity, and the possibility of one team dominating the league is a scary one. As I weigh the pros and cons, I find myself coming back to the same question: what does LeBron want? Is he looking for a championship, or is he looking for something more? Is he considering his legacy, or is he simply looking for a new challenge? These are all questions that I wish I had the answers to, but unfortunately, only LeBron knows what's really driving his decision. In the end, it's all speculation, and we'll just have to wait and see what LeBron decides to do. But, one thing is certain, the NBA is in for a wild ride, and I'm excited to see how it all plays out. The debate surrounding LeBron's future is just beginning, and I, for one, can't wait to see what the future holds. Will he join the Warriors, or will he opt for a different destination? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain, the NBA is about to get a whole lot more interesting.